The day has finally come. Yes, my bike is stuffed in the back. No, I don't have a hitch for a bike rack on my car. I'm doing my first gravel ride, which is, first of all, so long overdue because I've had this bike for about a month and a half now, and I was out of town, weather was bad for a week, so it's just been, I haven't been able to take it out, and I'm super excited. I have been dying to get into the sport for about a little over a year now, and so I'm very excited for this ride. And I probably won't film any of it just because I want to enjoy it and have fun, and also focus because I've never done this before. And this is my first step towards getting into gravel racing, which I have also been dying to do for a very long time. So good times all the way around. I don't know if I said anything about my bike. This is my first carbon bike. All my bikes have been aluminum, so I'm very excited to see how that feels, but I am ready to go on this ride and hopefully have a really good time. And yeah, I'll update you guys later. All right, here is the route. I think it runs parallel to this paved track for a little bit, so I won't be on that. It'll be an actual dirt road, but this is where we're riding today. How pretty those are right there. Super, super pretty. I feel like I shouldn't talk right now. I'm at the end of the road, and there is literally no one out here. Like, I can't even hear cars in the distance. I can't hear anything. It's just my breathing and the birds, and it is seriously so pretty. And as you just saw, I very briefly got a video of it, but I saw a really cool bird. And these cliffs are so massive, the camera doesn't even do them justice. But yeah, I'm gonna turn around. Oh, I lost my balance. I'm gonna turn around, and I think I'm gonna do it a second time. And that'll put me at a little over an hour. So, let's see, 40 minutes. Actually, it'll be closer to an hour in 15, 20 minutes. But it's beautiful out here. I made it back. A dirty bike is a very happy bike. I'm just sitting in my car. On that second lap on the way back, the wind started to pick up, so I had a headwind for most of the way back. And since I'm right below the cliffs, I'm just listening to the sound of the wind hitting the cliffs. It's very relaxing. That was insane. I almost started crying like twice because it was so pretty and so much fun. So it's safe to say I found my favorite cycling discipline, 100%. That was amazing. So like I said, the first lap I did, there was me, and there was at one point where I passed an older couple. One of them was on an e-bike, and outside of that, I was the only one out there. And then on my second lap, there was definitely a few more people, a couple gravel cyclists. I made a friend at the end of the trail at the turnaround point on that second lap, who she also used to do 70.3s, and she's down here camping. And so it was really fun. I got to talk to someone for a minute, And we were both just, you know, in utter awe of the beauty of the desert because neither of us had done that road before. So I chatted with her for a minute, and then yeah, headwind when I was coming back. And then on the second lap, the first lap it was fine, but the second lap my back definitely started to ache because this bike is definitely a little bit too big, which I knew when I bought it. The girl I bought it from is a couple inches taller than me, so definitely need to get a bike fit. If worst comes to worst, I mean, I could trade it in for a smaller one, which I don't want to do because it's an awesome bike, but if I need to, that's the game plan. Outside of that, no complaints. That was so much fun. And definitely, I'm gonna get into this. I am very excited. I mentioned in my last video, I'm planning on doing BWR in Cedar City, Utah. I originally was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the 70-mile course. And then at the very beginning of this gravel ride, I was like, it wasn't hard, but I was like, oh, this could be challenging. So I was like, maybe I should only do the 30. But then at the end of that, I was like, yeah, no, I'm doing the 70-mile one. So I'm not doing the longest one. I'm gonna do the middle one of the 3. So I'm very excited to do this more often. I am just gonna sit here for a little longer before I head home. Yeah, I don't know if I am gonna end this video right here. So if I do, thank you for watching and finding my teeny tiny channel on this fun corner of the internet. This is your sign. If you have been wanting to get into cycling, do it. It is one of the funnest things I have ever done, and I think gravel cycling is my new favorite, hands down. So if you haven't ridden your bike in forever, go ride your bike. And if you don't own a bike and want to get into it, go get a used one. Do whatever. That'll get you out there because look how pretty this earth is. We should go explore it. I think that's why I love gravel so much, is that felt like I was just exploring. And I like it because it's not as technical as mountain biking, which I have been enjoying mountain recently since I've also been getting into that. And it's fun, but this is just a whole other level. And there's a couple moments out there where there's like a restroom stop at one point, and there's a couple small buildings. I don't know if they're like, I don't know what they're used for, but just teeny tiny buildings out there. When those aren't in sight, it feels like you are just on uncharted territory, which obviously you're not. It's a dirt road, but it's still very, very cool and very, very fun. So I'm very grateful that I got to do this today. Yeah. Just listening to the wind. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you the next time.